Hey guys, welcome to the show today. Patrick here on Pat's Picks on September the 11th, 2020. And really want to say hearts go out and prayers for everybody that was affected by 9/11, impacted by it, and all those people that had to go through it. Really would love to offer support of any kind. If you guys want to, just reach out. Pat, P-A-T, at Untitled.com. We'd love to talk with you and give you any support we can. So, hey guys, welcome to the show today. Just thanks for being a supporter. Everybody that is a supporter, everybody that's a fan, that's listening to the show, everybody that helps us, and we appreciate everybody that listens in all 38 countries around the world. I mean, it's really a blessing. So, don't want to beat around the bush any much longer. Let's dive straight into it. So, Pat's Picks, what is it? It's a new segment I created where I take a stock and I break it down. I break out the good, the bad, the ugly, and we focus on what to look for and what not to look for. And the goal is to do it in 5 minutes. We may go over, we may go under, but really just, hitting the ground running. Because I don't know about you guys, I don't like sitting here watching a 20, 30-minute video on something that could be done in 5. So let's go ahead, cut the chase, get right to it. Also, if you're not a supporter, head over to, in the show links, go to support the show. And please give us support. We don't do ads. We just do straight user support. And we'd love to feature you in the show, give you a shout out. And we really appreciate you guys, all the guys that have supported us. You guys are awesome. So, let's dive into it. So, Pat's pick of the week of 9/11/2020 is Zillow. Now, you may think, oh, Zillow, what is Zillow? Oh, the app on the phone that lets you look at houses. Well, not only is Zillow letting you look at houses, they're starting to cut out the middleman in the deal. They're starting to cut out the real estate brokers and agents and just basically, like Carvana, sell you a house and then you just go to your house. And I think it's brilliant. I think it's going to cut out the middleman, unfortunately, for all the real estate agents out there. But I think it's a brilliant business model. And I think it's going to work. I hate to say it, but cutting out the middleman has always been the name of the game for companies that are big enough. Zillow has a market cap of $19 billion, and I think they definitely can afford it. And so here's one big thing that sticks out to me on Zillow right now is the massive amount of momentum it has. It's over the 200 moving average, over the 50-day moving average, and it's hugging the 20-day moving average all the way since back in March. And a lot of stocks have done this, but a lot of stocks are getting corrected right now. However, Zillow is not. And what I love about Zillow is it's a two-front stock. It's a technology stock, but also a real estate stock, And the biggest thing that sticks out to me there is the fact that both of these are poised to boom in the future with low interest rates. Right now, you can go buy a house with like a 2.5% interest rate over 30 years. That's insane. And the feds don't plan on raising the interest rate for years to come. Now, this may be detrimental in the future. However, in the short term, companies like Zillow Group are going to definitely benefit from it. And today, when the market got corrected, got slammed, Zillow Group stayed green. And it's definitely, definitely hanging in there. And if you look over here, I have a chart of Zillow Group in the past year. It's up 160% in the past year. And I think it's only going to keep going higher. Why do I say that? Because what I just mentioned, low interest rates, real estate, it's a stock, and it's definitely dominant in what it does. A lot of people know what Zillow is. What is Zillow, if you ask somebody? Most people can tell you it's a real estate app. And it's, in my opinion, the best real estate app there is. If you're looking for prices on houses and information, they do a wonderful job. They're like Google for houses. So this is why I love the stock. Now, what I dislike about the stock is it is pretty high. It is definitely a little expensive. It may be a little push, definitely pushed pretty high here. Also, back in March to April, which was a slaughter, the stock had a massive sell-off. And if you look in the past, it's had massive sell-offs. I'm not talking like a couple dollars. I'm talking like it went from 65 to like $20 in the matter of like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks. I mean, it's really crazy, pretty volatile, I will say that. But in the end, it's still going up. It's still going up really high, and it has a lot of great things going for it. Last thing about Zillow Group I want to mention here is the revenues. Now, what they're doing is, really good. They're doing really good stuff with the revenues. They're having great quarters. They had a great earnings report. And Zillow Group is buying houses itself. And it's pretty whack. And then they're selling them through Zillow. So it's definitely working. And its revenues were $453 million. That's an insane amount of money. And now their internet revenues, which is 36.5% of their total revenues, it declined by 13% year over year, and they only made $280 million during the last quarter. And this was due to a higher uptake of discounts to partners, and they also have premier agents on Zillow. That's another thing that is pretty hot on Zillow, is people can be agents. People want to be agents for Zillow and be listed on there. I mean, it's really, in my opinion, super hot right now. So let's rate this sucker on a scale of 1 to 3. And then let's look at it short term versus long term. So short term, scale of 1 to 3. I will give it I'm going to say a 2. It's pretty expensive. It's definitely expensive. It's had a really good run, but it may crash soon. I just don't know when, but I think it still has some juice left in it because of the aforementioned facts of interest rates are low. Buying a house right now is like buying candy. I mean, it's really that easy. Like 2% interest rates on houses. It's insane. There's not enough houses to go around right now. So, I'm in the short term. Actually, I'd probably say it's a 1. I take it back. I'm changing my mind. Just changed my mind. Pat picks just got real. It's a 1. It's a 1. I would definitely say this is a hot stock to me, in my opinion, because you're comboing a lot of things here. Technology, real estate, low interest rates. These are beautiful. Great setup for a momentum play. Now, in the 5-year, broader, longer term kind of investor outlook, if you're looking to invest in it, I would look always at the balance sheet, always at the revenue, always at where is the money going, where is the guidance. And so the guidance for third quarter 2020, the revenues are expected to be between $543 million and $581 million, which is obviously up from the last reported $453 million. And, obviously the guidance is good. Obviously everything is projected to be higher, and everything is expected to be better. And I just really don't see Zillow doing bad for a while. Until this interest rate dilemma is fixed, it's going to be good. So over the next 5 years till 2025, I would say I would give it a 2. And this time I'm sticking with the 2 because if the Fed start raising interest rates, this is going to make Zillow and a lot of real estate unattractive again. And I just can't see us staying at near zero for the next 5 years. Now, we may, but I really don't see it happening. I think they're going to raise the interest rate up in the next 2 to 3 years, but the next 5 years, I don't really see that becoming a reality. And so that's why I wouldn't make this a strong buy, but I also wouldn't say it's not worth it, because there is an offset chance that COVID lasts longer than what everybody anticipates, and the Feds keep the interest rates low all the way through 2025. So, that's my take for the day, guys. That's Zillow Group. Thanks for listening to the show. Go ahead, check out the support the show notes. We'd love to have your support, and we'll definitely give you a shout out. Thanks for listening to the show today, guys, and have a wonderful weekend.